My dear students, there are a number of things which need to be done before an arrival of a new employees in your organization. So there are some kind of a very important special preparation before the employees start your company. Preparation for the arrival of a new employee can vary considerably. There are some new employees receive a warm greeting and flowers, or in the worst case scenario, absolutely nothing. So we have discussed the two contrasting viewpoint in the organization. In one organization, there was a warm welcome, and in the second organization, there was nothing. Because HR forget that the person was scheduled to begin work, some companies go to the extreme measures. For example, one employer stated that he could never understand why people throw parties when employee leaves. It is not important to give parties when someone is leaving. Yes, farewell parties are good gestures, but these are not much more important than the welcome parties. He thought it made more sense to have a welcome aboard party. Now that he's the manager, that's just what he does. Every time some new joins his department of about 20 employees, there is a celebration complete with balloons, noisemakers, and cake. The entire event lasts only about 15 minutes, but it makes a huge impact on a new hire. Whether the event is a shorter, but the impact of the event is too much because you are celebrating the entry of a new workers in your organization. She gets to meet everyone on an informal basis and feels truly welcome. The staff like it as well. It is a brief break from work, and they also get to meet the newest member of their team, because such kind of a welcoming attitude has a huge impact on the performance of the new employees in the organization. Employees working in other departments at this company reportedly jealous and tried to convince HR to draft a new hire party policy. So there must be a new hire party policy which must be translated into practices, which must be translated into actions. So whatever the HR managers are telling, the words of the HR must be translated into the real actions, that how they can welcome new hire in the organization. It's up to you to plan how elaborate an arrival you want, as long as you accomplish some basic preparatory steps. Begin with a welcome letter to the new hire. The content should be brief with no reference to the job responsibilities, no instructions given, instructions regarding tests or enclosed forms to be completed. It is a plain and a simple letter welcoming the person to the organization. Such kind of gestures are too much appreciated by number of new employees. At about the same time as HR sends this welcome letter, the new hires manager should distribute an internal memo or an email to the members of the department. And the purpose is that you must need to inform the rest of the department and other departments that someone is going to join this organization or someone joined this organization today. The purpose of this correspondence is to inform existing staff of the new employee's starting date, his responsibilities, and a brief statement about his background as well. Thus far, preparation has consisted of sending a letter to a new hire and communicating news of the new hire to existing staff about 1 week before his starting date. So if the starting date is the 1st of May, it is better to inform all of the existing employees and managers that someone is going to join the 1st May or 25th of the April. So everyone should know that on this Monday, on the next Monday, that someone is going to join the organization. HR should also determine when the new employee will be scheduled to participate in the organization orientation, communicating this information to his manager. It is the responsibility of an HR department to inform the rest of the organization and to communicate his line manager that someone is going to join your team on this particular date. So employee orientation program and innovation and creativity in the employee orientation program are the responsibility of an HR manager. Because if employee orientation would be good, it would definitely lead to the overall performance of an organization via employee motivation and low employee turnover.